Hey everybody, welcome back to John's Firearms 705. Today I'm doing kind of a video I never thought I would actually get to. What I have in front of you today is a Norinco Olympia 22 LR semi-automatic pistol. Now, you know what? I picked this thing up for $200 up here in Canada just prior to the handgun ban. And I've had it now for, I guess, 2 years. And I have just finished putting 10,000 rounds through this little pistol. I mean, I picked this up for 200 loonies, $200 in Canada. I didn't really know what to expect from it. The gun ban was coming out. I wanted a cheap little 22 pistol I could have fun with, and this is what I got. And I tell you, I am so totally amazed. So let's go ahead, check safe the firearm. We're going to pop out the magazine. Actually, first of all, open up the action. Pop out the magazine. As you can see, the magazine is empty. Mag well, it's empty. I'll take a look inside. The chamber is empty. Put a little light on there just so YouTube's happy that I did this. As you can see, there's no bullets in here. This firearm is safe, unloaded, and perfectly fine for this demonstration. So I'll go ahead and I'll take this thing down and just show you what the wear looks like inside. Now, the one thing I will say is up in here, around the chamber, I've had to re-blue this area several times. Along the top here, around the hammer, I've had to re-blue that a few times. Right along here where the trigger linkage is, I had to re-blue that. And up here on the slide, I don't know what you call that, the slide stop, I guess. It's what goes up with the empty magazine in there and holds the slide open after your last round's fired. I've had to re-blue there. And where else? Just a little bit on the side here, I've had to re-blue from this coming on and going back off. I've also had to re-blue up here a couple of times. And I mean, I guess I didn't have to, but the only reason I did is because I like my firearms to look in as good a shape as possible. And I mean, like I say, after 10,000 rounds, this thing is holding up so well. I don't know if you can really even see in the barrel here. I'll try and give you a look in there. I don't know if we can do it, but the barrel is not even remotely shot out for 10,000 rounds. What can I really say about this? You know what? I'm so happy I got it. Norinco, you made a really fine pistol. I mean, you know, it's Chinese, and people say what they want about Chinese firearms. I know I have a Chinese Tokarev Type 54, and yeah, sure enough, it seems to wear out really quick. I've had to replace many parts compared to the Soviet Tokarev. But this one here, for 10,000 rounds, I am so impressed. I mean, if you get a chance to pick one of these up, I would definitely recommend it for a budget-friendly 22. The only complaint I have about it is the magazines. To take these apart and clean them, it is a royal pain. But I just put out a video last week on how to do that. I figured out a few hacks, so it's a little bit easier. I did pick up an aftermarket magazine by Triple K for this that holds, well, it's advertised as holding 9 rounds, but it actually will fit 10. It's not the best magazine. I mean, I don't know what to tell you about that. Factory ones, you know, function as they're supposed to. So, Triple K magazine, definitely would not pick it up. Factory magazines worked flawlessly. I didn't clean it until I had 10,000 rounds out of it. It was a royal pain to take apart. Like I say, see my other video on that. But I mean, as far as pros and cons for this, Pro price was super cheap. Pro works flawlessly for me after 10,000 rounds. The only issue I really had is one day I was at the range and I was using some cheap Remington bucket bulk ammunition, and believe it or not, one of the rims on the 22 ammunition actually burst and it blew my extractor right out of the gun. That was the day I found the parts on the ground. I was lucky enough, and I learned how to put the extractor back in and clean up in there and how to take it out again. I made a video on that. The only other complaint I had is when I got this, the firing pin, retaining pin that comes on the top was very loose. It started backing out from day one. All I did is I took some vice grips, and on the end of the pin, I just kind of crunched it down a little bit, which made it swell in the other direction, and ever since then, I have not had a problem with it backing out. The firing pin doesn't seem to show any wear after 10,000 rounds. You know, it's got these punky plastic grips. Not too impressed with that, that's for sure. And when you first get it too, it comes with this weight that comes down and goes underneath here to help with the recoil. I took it off after my first time at the range because I didn't need it. I find this gun has very little recoil. And I tell you, it is super accurate for these iron sights that come with it. It was just lined up perfectly and set perfectly when I got it. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's my review, 10,000 rounds on the Norinco Olympia 22 LR. Totally amazed with this pistol. Totally amazed. So peace out, have fun, be safe, cause no harm, and if you get a chance, get out to the range, like the video, subscribe, leave a comment. If you have one of these, I'd love to hear from you on how it's going for you, and we'll see you next time. Remember, I try and get out a video a week.